Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video here from Dill's Garage. So today we are back with the Nakto 500 watt 48 volt electric bike. So this is kind of like a review for like a month of having this bike, and I gotta say it's a nice bike. Is it worth $1,300 though? We will answer that by the end of this video. So to start out, I have done some very long rides with this, like completely draining the battery, and I've done a lot of drives with hills, and I've done a lot of drives with flat surface and just distance, and it does do very well. So this is actually my father's daily user bike. He drives it all over the place and does different things, but today we're talking about other different rides. So going on hills and stuff like that, this bike does really well. It can handle hills pretty well with the electric motor, probably better than the gas-powered bike will going up hills. The gas-powered bike does go faster, but because this one does top out at 25, but if you do the if you take off the speed limit cap, it will go to about 30, 35, somewhere around there. So yeah. It's a super fun bike to drive around. It's very heavy though, so if you ever like need to take a turn or something, it's very heavy and you will feel like you're gonna flip over a lot, but overall it's fine. It's just you can't take sharp turns like you would with a normal bike. It does have all of your functions that you would like to have and need and everything, and it does work really well. We have done some night rides with it. It doesn't have any rear lights, but it does have reflectors, so those work really well. It does have the front light, so that's actually very bright and you can see it from a very far distance. Again, let's go back to hills. So with hills, it does die a lot faster. For about a 15, 20 mile trip, it did die completely going with hills and stuff. And that was with my father riding. And he said it did pretty well. He did have to do a lot of pedal assisting, but it did pretty well. And on flat, we've gotten over 20 miles on with pedal assist, about 20, 25 miles, and just mainly like flat, some hills and things like that, some downhill. But overall, it did really well. So if you're looking for like a bike that you can that's reliable, that you can use a lot, this is definitely it. And it does have a decent range. We're talking about getting an upgraded battery pack for it and just tapping straight into the motor controller and installing it there and getting a battery like we have on the 500 watt 36 volt bike, but in 48 volt, just to extend the range, because this only has a 12 amp hour battery. We're talking about getting a 30 amp hour battery for this one as an addition for when this battery dies, just to plug that one in when this one's off and keep going with more power. Because that's the one problem we've had with the hills, is at the beginning it can handle hills just perfectly fine, but then once the battery starts going down, it can't get up hills. There's some parts where he had to actually get off the bike and walk it up, because it's so heavy of a bike instead of a regular bike that you really can't pedal it up a hill without the assistance of the motor. So you're mainly just reliable on that motor because of how heavy it is, but that's a lot of fat tire bikes just because of the way they're built. But overall, it's been an amazing bike. It's been super fun, it's been super powerful, and we've really enjoyed it and had a lot of fun trips with it. We do a lot of long trips, like bike ride trips and stuff. I will definitely get some of those on video for the future. And yeah, it's definitely been a lot of fun. I'm going to do a future video on the power upgrade method and how to up the power. So if you want to go see that hack, go check that video out. That will definitely be coming out in the future. But yeah, overall, this is a very nice bike. It's been a lot of fun, and this is my 1 month review. Is it worth $1,300? I will say, from looking at other bike kits, I'm actually looking at getting one in the future. For personal use, I'm looking at getting a higher powered one, just because I like more power. And I will tell you, for the same price that we spent on this one, I could build my own electric bike with the 3,000 watt 60 volt motor. So yes, it is already pre-built and it is a custom build and it's super nice and everything, but I don't personally think it's worth $1,300. But it's definitely worth something up there. It's probably worth around 800, 900, just because if you actually look up the fat tire parts and everything, they are expensive. So it's worth around that price range. It's just they did go a little up, but it's also pre-built, so it's definitely worth the money though, I will say. So if you're looking at getting this bike, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely a great bike, so go for it and get it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go check out the future video of me upping the power. I'll leave that video in the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please help the channel out and hit that subscribe button or that like button. Help the spread. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.